What's going on? Will Freeman, RevolutionaryLifestyleDesign.com, talking to you today about why you need to stop doing or trying to do these bullshit 30-day challenges that you see all over YouTube, you see all over social media. Not to knock the guys that are doing it, it's well-meaning. Guys doing any type of personal improvement is well-meaning. You can certainly get results from doing a 30-day challenge because 30 days is the start of building a new habit. What I've noticed with the vast majority of these 30-day challenges is it's all young guys. He's doing 30 days of no fap. He's doing 30 days of 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, run for X amount of money or miles. 30 days of no fap November. 30 days of no carbs, 30 days of all these different things. As I said, any type of personal improvement is good, but if it's not for life, it's a fucking waste of time. It's a waste. There's no point doing something for 30 days to just relapse back into your old patterns, which is what will happen if you don't make this an idea for life. Okay. If I were to do a 30-day challenge, I wouldn't be able to trick myself and say it's no carbs for 20 days or it's no whatever for 20 days, right? It's like, this is for life or it's not worth my time. And that means I add very few things to the list of things that I do, which is working on my mission, going to the gym, occasionally doing yoga, but exercise is definitely a part of my life. Learning, like watching videos, reading books about personal improvement, psychology, fitness, all these things, spending time with women, and spending time with my buddies. And that's pretty much all that I do. And within working, that includes doing these videos, all types of other work behind the scenes and coaching. My coaching schedule is pretty full right now, working on a course as well. And my day is pretty much packed with that. And those are all things that I like to do. And those are all things that help improve my health, wealth, relationships, lifestyles. Okay. There's no, I'm not bothering learning a new language. Okay. I'm pushing 38. I'm not bothering to learn Thai cooking. All right. When you're fully invested in your mission, there's barely any time for anything else. That's what I've noticed with the vast majority of these guys doing these 30-day challenges. They're like, I feel lost. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm really going to push myself and do this Tough Mudder. I'm really going to push myself and do this Navy SEALs training and fucking LARP like I'm a Navy SEAL. Okay, because I've got, I'm living in mom's basement. I don't have anything else going on. And it's not to knock these guys, anybody that's trying to improve themselves, I wish you well. But you need a fucking mission. You don't need a 30-day challenge. You need a mission. You need a mission. You need an infinite game for you to play for the rest of your life. For example, I have this lifestyle design thing. The biggest guys in my industry are 61. Grant Cardone and Tony Robbins. I'm 37. I've got another 30, 40, who knows, 50 years to play this game. Okay, and there's endless amount of levels that I can add to this. There's no end. And it pays me. Okay. Another thing I've noticed from these 30-day challenge guys, they're young, they probably don't have a lot going on, and I know for sure they're broke. If you don't have 100 grand in your bank, you're fucking broke. Just so you know, most people won't tell you that. Okay. Assuming you're in good health, health has to be number one. Assuming you're in good health, the next thing you got to have handled is your wealth. You've got to aim for 6 figures a year, in my opinion, at your own business, so you don't have a fucking boss or colleagues, ideally, and 6 figures in the bank to be financially free. That's the start of it. And then from there, you're trying to scale up to 250 or $1 million. You're not even worried too much about investment. You're just worried about let me stack some cash first. Okay, investing is for wealthy people, to make rich people richer. So this also applies to you if you're, an older guy. Like half my clients are multimillionaires, half of them are young guys just starting out. It's kind of a weird mix. But this applies to you if you're an older guy. You just need structure and discipline and a mission. Like, if you want something that's actually going to be useful and last for the rest of your life, just buy my book, How to Get Organized. Just buy it and do it. It'll put you on the same organizational system that I'm on an app called TickTick. It'll put your entire life on autopilot. And I've got a course coming out this year. It's going to be How to Get Your Life Together in 30 days. I think it'll be within 30 days. But it's not a 30-day challenge, okay? It's not a challenge to see, like, can I do this for 30 days? It's like, hey, you're going to be taking these action steps and implementing this system, and that's going to last the rest of your life. Okay, you're going to purge all your stuff. That's now gone. You're going to get your place organized. You're going to set your mission, all the goals that you want to hit over the next decade. So if you're 23, where you want to be by 30, income, savings, where you're living, what condo building, what kind of girl you're dating, at least 6, 7, 8 goals. What are your yearly health, wealth, relationship goals, lifestyle goals for this year? How to set those. And then teaching you how to sort of implement all that stuff at a high level. That is what you actually need. That's what you're actually looking for. You don't need to run a fucking Ironman, dude. You don't need to go to Navy SEALs boot camp training, okay? You need to get your mission handled, and you need to be able to create that infinite game that's going to be able to get you excited to wake up every day over the rest of your life. And it's also going to get you paid, because if you don't have money, you're fucked, okay? You need to aim to the top 1% to be able to have what I call an optimized lifestyle. And you'll find, like, when you're making 6 figures and you've got $100,000 in the bank, you're like, how the fuck was I ever comfortable before that? How the fuck was I trying to do a fucking challenge when I had $4,000 in my bank account? Like, I was 2 months away from being homeless if I didn't have parents that would take me in. Okay. So, what you need is a mission, and what you need is structure. What you need is, like, a lifestyle strategy. Okay. If I could define what I do the best of what I do is probably lifestyle strategies. Here's what, at a high level, I think you should do. If you want help with that, you can hook up with my coaching program, revolutionarylifestyledesign.com/coaching. You can also wait for the course that's coming out, hopefully Q2 of this year. Again, it's not a 30-day challenge. It's just it's going to be, maybe it'll be over 60 days. It'll just be like, week 1, do this, right? Here's how to set your mission. Week 2, purge all your stuff. Week 3, here's how to create all your tasks, add them into TickTick, etc. If you don't want to wait for the course, you don't have money for the coaching, buy How to Get Organized. It's on TickTick instead of Wunderlist now, and just do it. Just implement it. Okay, it'll be the best $50 you ever spent, and that book is probably going to be, I'm probably going to be pulling that off the shelves once I release the course, because all that stuff will be within the course. So get it now if you want it. If you already are structured and good, don't think that you need a 30-day challenge. Just think, like, let me create more challenge within my mission. Okay, and one thing you'll notice about peak performers is they don't do fucking 30-day challenges. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, all those guys, like, they weren't doing 30-day challenges. They had enough fucking challenge building Microsoft and building Apple. And, this applies to my clients, my multimillionaire clients in their 40s, or in their 30s, right? They're working all the time. That's their challenge, right? And, if we're talking about restraint, okay, even then I don't buy into the 30-day challenge. Reason being, what after that 30 days is up, right? What's stopping you from relapsing? The one thing that I found, like, if you're struggling with, addictions, or you're eating too much junk food or whatever, is to find an accountability partner and put him on habit share, okay? The Habit Share app where you guys can share apps and you guys set up the habits that you're going to commit to, all right? You baby step into them. By the way, all this will be in the course. You baby step into them, you do like 1 or 2, right? It'll be like no junk food till 6 p.m. for the first month, maybe just that one habit. And then both of you guys sign up on that and you say, okay, it's $200 a mistake, all right? Aaron's my accountability partner. If I make a mistake, I got to pay him $200. Last month I had to pay him $400 because I fucked up twice on my cheat meals. One of them knowingly. I was like, this is going to cost me $200. I did it anyways, which means that I'll probably have to bump up that number for my mistakes to $500 for it to really hurt. That Habit Share accountability will be in the course, but that is for life. Okay, that's for life. Assuming Aaron's willing to do it. If not, I've got to replace him. But I've got a bunch of guys in mind that I could do that with. Because I can't trick myself and say, well, I'll just do this for 30 days, because in the back of my mind, it'll just be like, well, 30 days and then you backslide. And then what's to stop you from going back to where you are right now, right? It needs to be continuous, accountability and pain overwhelming whatever that pleasure is every single time. Meaning like it's got to be more pain for you to relapse on junk food every single time than it is to like eat that pizza. Right. I digress though. That will be in the course. If you could find an accountability partner, if you want an accountability coach, again, that's something I can do for you in my coaching program, but you have to be serious about it. Most of the clients I put on that tapped out after a few days. I just watched them stop checking off things on their Habit Share. And it's just not going to happen, for those guys because their discipline level is just not, at this point, it's not where it needs to be. So we focus on other things. But you need a mission, okay? If you're going to do something in the next 30 days, it's set your mission, set your lifestyle structure, get organized, get your entire fucking life running on one app, running on autopilot, so that you've got a structure, a foundation, a base, and you know what you're working towards. That's by far like the most important stuff that you could learn, at least from my side. And that's been totally experienced with my clients. Once they have the plan, the organization, the structure, and the obstacles removed, they don't have time for a fucking 30-day challenge. That's the other thing. I'll take, my young boy, Nick, right now, okay, who started coaching with me when he had $3,000 in the bank. He went balls to the walls. Now we got his savings up to 17 grand. He's working a sales job all day. And then outside of that, he's pitching clients for his personal training business. Okay. And we're talking about door to door. We're talking about, we've done cold calls. We're talking about going around to the gym that he's a trainer at and pitching everybody in the gym. Okay. And outside of that, he's actually training clients. All right. We've added, in the couple months that we've been working together, we started adding 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. We're going to be adding like 3,000 a month in income on top of what he's getting from his job. Outside of that, he's actually training the clients. Outside of that, we built his website, YouTube channel. He's doing YouTube videos. He's studying branding. Soon enough, by the end of the year, we'll probably get him advertising. Outside of that, he's seeing like a girl once, maybe twice a week for a few hours here and there. And maybe by the time all that shit gets wrapped up, and he's doing his own workouts every day, by like the time he gets home at like 9 p.m. and everything's done, he's got like from 9 till 10 to watch stuff on YouTube or just, relax or whatever. And then he's up at 4 the next day. And for him to be able to make my schedule, because I'm over in Eastern Europe, he does our calls at 2:45 in the morning. Okay? That boy doesn't need a fucking 30-day challenge. That guy's entire life is challenged because we got him on the right structure and the right system. And he's not feeling like man, I'm lost. I should be doing more. I don't know what I should be doing. If anything, it's the opposite feeling, right? We got to work through feelings of overwhelm, and we got to work through ways of keeping it motivated and excited. And one of the big ways is like, hey man, the harder you push on this, the faster you get to quit that fucking job, dude. We're going to be out of that job in Q2, so you can go full time on your personal training business. You're 23, it'll be the last fucking job you ever worked, and you're going to be making six figures by the end of this year, which I firmly believe. At a new business. Like that's where you should be aiming. Like you shouldn't have the time to do one of these fuck around challenges. Okay? And like if you fap a few times in between that and you allow yourself to have a few cheat meals like Friday, Saturday nights, okay, it's not a huge deal because you're working on solving the major, most important things in your life. So it's okay to have a little bit of pleasure to look forward to, right? Versus, trying to massively deny yourself all this pleasure over a month or something only to relapse in the future, but not building your mission, business, and all these other things and still having $4 or $5 grand in the bank account and living with mom or living in some shit apartment or whatever, okay? So long story short, or long story like slightly shorter, it's still kind of a long story. Quit fucking around with these fucking 30-day challenges. God bless everyone that's doing it. I know that like Victor Pride back in the day wrote some good books on 30-day challenges. I like those books myself. I know that guys have got value from it. But instead, if you want to buy a book, buy my book, How to Get Organized, and just fucking do that, and it'll set you free and systemized for the rest of your life. If not, wait for the course. If you want to spend more money, do coaching with me. If you don't, you can watch these free videos. It's all good, but the number one thing you need in life is mission, structure, organization, and having all your tasks and everything lined up and on autopilot, and like you'll never go back to living any other way. It's just like massive game changer. And like if you don't have money, dude, you don't have time for 30-day challenges. You got to get that money up. Got to be aiming for 6 figures in the bank, 6 figures coming in this year in your own business, out of that fucking job. That's what you need to be doing, in my opinion. With that said, you can always let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. And as always, check me out, revolutionarylifestyledesign.com. Much love to you. Wish you all the best.